I'm Nicole Johnson here with Real News PR, and this is Tracy Timm.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
So excited to be here.
So we're at a conference called No Mean Girls. So what does that mean? What's it all about?
Yeah, so this conference is amazing. It's run by a woman named Sarah Webb, who she started a company called Plaid for Women, and it's really a platform where women can professionally and personally support and sponsor and raise each other up instead of what we see, unfortunately, very frequently, especially in high-pressured, high-potential jobs and companies that women, unfortunately, tear each other down. They do the exact opposite.
And you came from a job like that. So you're speaking, you have personal experience.
Yes. First job was on Wall Street, so that was quite an experience. Very few women, but if you're competing with an even smaller group of women, then it's so tempting to want to be, if they're only going to take one, compete with everyone else to be that one. And you saw, unfortunately, a lot of senior women who just were very cold and harsh and felt that they had to be like that in order to be taken seriously in that environment and to raise above everybody else. And so this is just such a great opportunity and movement for women to say, no, we can all be strong together and build, rising tide raises all ships, right? Build each other up as we build ourselves.
So I think some of us can relate to that. We're listening to this and like, okay, this is relatable. But what are some things that maybe just the average woman can do out there to kind of join in on the movement?
Yes. So first and foremost, I think any movement, Gandhi said, be the change, right? So like you have to really live the movement yourself in the way that you treat yourself, in the way that you respect yourself, but then also translate that to other people, which can be very simple things every day. It doesn't have to be a massive transformation of your company or business. It can be you finding a junior person and pulling them up with you. It can be you seeking out a senior mentor and really giving them the kudos that they deserve and saying how much you want to learn from them, right? There's just different ways that we can encourage not only the help we need, but we can also, even more importantly, give it to others. And I think that those behaviors, the more frequently they happen, right, they're just going to encourage everybody else around us to either see us as an example or to act similarly. So I think it's the little things in business, in life, personal and professional, that you can do that can really move the needle.
So maybe each of us can do like one thing a day. Just try one.
Just be nice to one person today. No, but No Mean Girls is great because we do see, we have a culture now of the movie Mean Girls. We talk about this as we're growing up, we're mean to each other. There's a brand new movie that just came out, 8th grade, all about, or it starts really when we're young. So the more that we can do to model behaviors for not only our peers, but our children, right? So that they can see that you don't have to step on each other to get where you want to go, that we can help everybody succeed. Especially, I think what's important is you have to identify what's unique about each person and realize that we don't have to compete against each other, because even if you and I are going for the same position or want the same sort of success, what makes you unique is going to get you there, and what makes me unique is going to get there.
And we can help each other.
Exactly.
In that way.
Mm-hmm. And if you encourage and you see that in another person, then it's no longer one-on-one zero-sum game competition. Now it's how can we both get to where we want to go, and can it be mutually beneficial, right, instead of exclusive,
So I know there's a hashtag No Mean Girls, but if people want to find out more, where can they go?
Yeah, so plaidforwomen.com is actually the home of this organization that Sarah has started, and this conference specifically is at No Mean Girls, I think .org.com. Check both, and there they have all the agenda, all the speakers, and really the mission behind this movement. I also have some information on my website, so tracytimm.com, TracyTimm.com. There's all kinds of great information. If you do follow the hashtag No Mean Girls, you'll see what's going on here today. You also get to see some of these amazing speakers that we're going to have. I'm just the lowly MC.
Don't say that.
Is get everybody excited, but I love doing that. But these speakers here are amazing. They're going to talk about diversity. They're going to talk about inclusion. They're going to talk about really how to empower women, be more engaged in the workplace. And I think one of the big things that I'm really excited to hear more about is the difference between how men and women sponsor and mentor each other in business, because men are really good at sponsoring. They'll grab you and they'll be like, come with me, right? I'm going to make sure your career is successful. But as women, we just tend to actually mentor more. So cry on my shoulder, tell me how you're feeling. When in reality, if I'm in a place of power as a woman, I need to be bringing as many women with me as possible so we can start to change the dynamic.
And there's one man here. So this isn't just No Mean Girls. There's one man.
Nobody laughed at my joke. I was like, hey, ladies.
I did. I was in the back laughing.
Yes, perfect.
And gentleman.
Yes, gentleman.
So people at home can, if they're doing this, they can hashtag too, right?
Yes, hashtag.
It's a fun thing.
No Mean Girls. It's a movement, right? We need to all get on board and support each other and really stand up for, I think, it's really what makes us unique, that makes us powerful and valuable in the workplace. And if we can continue to focus on that and be less adversarial, whereas, if you win, I lose. Now it's, if we all embrace what makes us unique, then I can't replace you and you can't replace me. So we both can win. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It was cool after you got up there and spoke for just a couple of minutes. There were women like, hey, that was me. You spoke to me. I got that, and that was really cool to see.
Which is so sweet. Yeah. And it's true because we just don't do that enough. We just don't, I think, especially as young professional women, I think we act like, oh, I got to have it all together. I have to know everything that's going on. I have to be really savvy, and I can't open up about the fact that I don't know what the hell I'm doing sometimes. Or, so I feel like sharing my story and getting to tell people yeah, I was 25 and had no idea what I wanted to do. And I'd only done one thing. And so how was I ever going to transition to doing something that I really not only enjoyed, but made money at, right? We got to get paid. So yeah, it's really wonderful to see when somebody resonates with that message, because the more people who do it, the more they get inspired, and then they can go share it with others.
I've been trying to work on just going a little bit online. I was reading about how, as women, we shouldn't just say, I like your dress, but we should say, I love what you're doing. I love the energy you put out. That kind of thing.
I love
and when
it.
you were talking about that, I thought that was cool. Because as women, I feel like we do that. Oh, nice top today.
You're your hair looks good.
Yeah.
No, it's true. And it's what's funny is it's kind of off-putting. When somebody gives you a genuine compliment and it's about something that's not aesthetic, it's oh, I love your vibe, or whatever. It's almost what? You don't
like my outfit?
But right, if you can really dive into what someone's adding personality-wise, value-wise, that's absolutely huge. So yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Check out the hashtag and Tracy's website, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.